Hey guys, Mr. T here. It's page 5 of the Year 9 Maths Practice Algebraic Expansion Simplification Test. So getting to some more complex expansions. This is further expansion here. No shortcuts here. You just need to remember that basically when you have situations like this, you just need to use distributive law to times out all of the terms in each set of brackets. So what am I doing? This first term, 2x is going to be times by that first, then add that multiplication, then add that multiplication. After that, you're going to add whatever that term is times by the first one, and whatever that term is times by the second, and that term times by the third. So all the terms end up getting times with each other. Then you add up all the answers, collect like terms. If you can remember to do that, then you should be fine. So the first two terms being multiplied are 2x and x squared plus 2x times by x just by itself plus 2x times by 6. So that is 2x been multiplied by everything in the second set of brackets, and then we're adding 1 times by everything, but 1 multiplied by everything in the second bracket. So it's 1 times by x squared plus 1 times by x plus 1 times by 6. 2x times by x squared is 2x cubed, plus 2x times by x is 2x squared, plus 2x times by 6 is 12x, plus 1 times by x squared is just x squared. So 1 times by x is x, and 1 times by 6 is 6. Collect like terms, there's nothing else to the power of 3, so it's 2x cubed, plus, if I've got 2x squareds, and I add another x squared, I have 3x squareds. If I've got 12 x's and add another x, I have 13 x's. And then I've got a 6 by itself at the end. So that is that. Next one, x is going to be multiplied by everything in the second set of brackets. So x times by 3x squared plus x times by x plus x times by negative 5. Now the second term in the first set of brackets, timesing by everything, it's negative 4 times by 3x squared plus negative 4 times by x plus negative 4 times by negative 5. So these are getting super long. Go over here. X times by 3x squared is going to be 3x cubed plus x times by x is x squared. Adding x times by negative 5 is the same as negative 5x. Adding negative 4 times by 3x squared is the same as negative 12x squared. Adding negative 4 times by x is the same as negative 4x. Adding negative 4 times by negative 5 is the same as adding 20. Collect like terms, nothing else to the power of 3, so leave that. If I've got x squared and take 12x squareds, I would be at negative 11x squareds. If I've got negative 5x and take a further 4x, I would be at negative 9x. And I've got a positive 20 left over. Next one. Here, don't be concerned. There's 3 sets of brackets, and you might go, oh, I don't know what to do with that. All you need to realize is that you can FOIL out the first set of brackets and then times it by x plus 3 afterwards. So leave the x plus 3. Let's FOIL out the first set of brackets. It's x times by x plus x times by 5 plus 2 times by x plus 2 times by 5. Then leave the x plus 3 on the right hand side. X times by x is x squared, plus 5 times by x is 5x. 2 times by x is 2x. 2 times 5 is 10, and then the x plus 3 is still on the end. Collect like terms in left-hand brackets, x squared. 5x plus 2x is 7x plus 10x plus 3. Now we have 3 terms in the left-hand side set of brackets, times by the x plus 3 on the outside. So the working out is going to go over here. So the left-hand set of brackets, it's x squared times by the x in the right-hand side, plus x squared times by 3, plus 7x times by x, plus 7x times by 3, and then the 10 plus 10 times by x, and then I need to go to the next line, plus 10 times by 3. So x squared times by x is x cubed, plus x squared times by 3 is 3x squared. 7x times by x is 7x squared. 7x times by 3 is 21x. 10 times by x is 10x. And 10 times by 3 is 30. Collect like terms, x cubed. If I've got 3x squareds and another 7x squareds, I have 10x squareds. If I've got 21x's and another 10x's, I have 31x's and the 30 on the end. Here's another situation like that. This time I'll show you that the order of multiplication doesn't matter. You can FOIL out this. So we're going to leave, I'm going to draw a line here so that the working out is separated. We're going to leave the 3x plus 2 on the front there. So let's FOIL out the second and the third set of brackets. X times by x plus x times by -1 plus 3 times by x plus 3 times by -1. So we haven't done anything with the 3x plus 2 set of brackets at the front, but we did FOIL. So x times by x is x squared. X times by -1 is negative x. 3 times by x is positive 3x. 3 times by -1 is -3. So still leaving the 3x plus 2 out the front, collect like terms, x squared. If I've got negative x, add 3x, I would have positive 2x's, take 3. So now we can times the terms in the first set of bracket with those in the second set of brackets. So it's going to be 3x times by the x squared in the second set, plus 3x times by the 2x in the second set, plus 3x times by the -3 in the second set, plus 2 in the first set times by x squared, plus 2 times by 2x, plus 2 times by -3. So my working out needs to, I'm going to point it over here. 3x times by x squared is 3x cubed, plus 3x times by 2x is 6x squared, plus 3x times by -3 is -9x. 2 times by x squared is 2x squared, plus 2 times by 2x is 4x, plus 2 times by -3 is -6. So that comes to 3x cubed. If I've got positive 6x squared, add another 2x squared, it's 8x squared. If I've got negative 9x, adding 4x, I would be at negative 5x. And then I've got -6 right at the end. Draw a line across here, so working out can be separate. I don't have anything this long in your test, but if you can practice it with extreme ones, then you'll be fine for the real thing. Now, here we have something in brackets to the power of 3, which means it's x take 5 times by itself 3 times. So it's x take 5 times by x take 5 times by x take 5. Now what I want to encourage you to do is identify that that is a perfect squares shortcut expansion. It's x take 5 times by x take 5. So straight away you can get the answer without using FOIL. It's x squared take two lots of a, which in this case is x in brackets, times by b, which is 5, plus b squared, which is 5 squared. So that's going to be the x take 5 times by x take 5 in the first two set of brackets. Then you've got the x take 5 left over on the right hand side. So x squared 2 times by x times by 5 is 10x plus 25, and we haven't done anything yet with the x take 5 here. Now we can though. So timesing out all the terms, x squared times by the x in the second set, plus x squared times by the negative 5 in the second set, plus negative 10x times by the x in the second set, plus negative 10x times by the negative 5 in the second set, plus the 25 in the first set times by x, plus the 25 in the first set times by the negative 5 in the second set. So, massive multiplication here. X squared times by x is x to the power of 3. X squared times by negative 5 is negative 5x squared. Negative 10x times by x is negative 10x squared. Negative 10x times by negative 5 is positive 50x. 25 times by x is positive 25x. And 25 times by negative 5 is negative 125. So collecting like terms, x cubed. If I've got negative 5x squareds, take another 10x squareds, it's negative 15x squareds. If I've got positive 50, add 50 x's, add 25 x's, I've got 75 x's, and then I've got negative 125 at the end. So that's that one done. So once again, just saying nothing this in depth in the real test, but trying to challenge you with a practice instead so that you can do better when it's easier. So this last one here, super challenging because it's to the power of 4. What does that mean? It's 2x plus 3 times by itself 4 times. And I say it's super challenging, but really, like I said before, if you recognize that that's a perfect square, and that's a perfect square, you can use your shortcut twice and then times them out afterwards. So the perfect square, that's A, that's B. So it's 2x squared plus 2 lots of A times by B plus B squared, which is 3. So it's 2 squared x squared plus 2 lots of 2x is 4x times by 3, 12x plus 3 squared is 9. So it's 4x squared plus 12x plus 9. So that is the answer to 1/2 of this. So this should be the same. So really, your question, if you use the shortcuts, is that now. And now we can work that out. On this side here, 4x squared on the left-hand side times by 4x squared on the right-hand side plus 4x squared on the left-hand side times by the 12x in the right hand plus 4x squared in the left-hand side times by the 9 on the right-hand side. It's the first set of multiplications that was dealing with this term. Then you're adding, we're multiplying out this term now. So it's 12x times by 4x squared in the second set of brackets plus 12x times by 12x in the second set of brackets plus 12x times by 9 in the second set of brackets. So that's 12x dealt with. Finally adding, we're dealing with this now. 9 times by 4x squared plus 9 times by 12x plus 9 times by 9. So put a line between there so it's a bit easier to track. So 4x squared times by 4x squared is 16x to the power of 4, plus 4x squared times by 12x is 48x cubed, plus 4x squared times by 9 is 36x squared. That's the top line done. The second line, 12x times by 4x squared is 48x cubed, plus 12x times by 12x is 144x squared, plus 12x times by 9 is 108x. So that's the second line done. Last line, 9 times by 4x squared is 36x squared. 9 times by 12x is 108x again, plus 9 times by 9 is 81. Third line of that working done. Collect like terms, nothing else is x to the power of 4, so it's 16x to the power of 4, plus 48x cubed, plus another 48x cubed is 96x cubed, plus 36x squared, plus 144x squared, plus another 36x squared is 216x squared, plus anything with just straight x's, 108x plus 108x is 216x's, and the last one is add 81. Alright, so that is the 5th page, I believe, and I'll see you on the next page.